Hi guys, how's it going? I'm here back again. I know I didn't say that I was going to be back again, but I got some free time, so I'm back again. Actually, I lied. I'm about to leave because I need to close my door. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to be talking again. Hi, how's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, 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 hi. How you doing, everybody? It's good to see you. What we're going to be doing today, though, I'm going to be answering questions, but also I'm going to be dealing with something because I want to show you this just to see, ignore the mess in my room, but just to see just how much spam there is on any post that I do and what I have to deal with. It's like they're insulted by the idea that I'm even trying to stop them. So I'm going to be answering questions while I try to alleviate some of the spam. If you guys want to help me, please help me over on my community page right now on YouTube. I'm just trying to deal with all the spam. I do this all the time. It doesn't matter what I do. They keep showing up. They go right by YouTube's any sort of filters that they have, and it's just spam as far as the eye can see. So let me get this going real quick, and then I'm going to be able to answer questions. So I'm going to just start on this because I try to report as many as I can. I can hide them from my channel, but it's bots. It's all set up to do this where it's set up to make accounts like constantly, nonstop. Any giveaway that you see from someone on YouTube that has my name on it, it's fake. Don't pay attention to it. It's all crap. Be gone. Get rid of it. Go away. So anyway, I can't live stream with Sean. He is on tour right now, but he will be doing live streams on this Instagram account as well as soon as he is able to do that. But he's traveling right now, so he's not able to do that. But he will do that as well. So follow here if you aren't already. You probably are because you're here, but follow here so that you can see those when that's happening. Right now, I'm just reporting. So if you want to help me, go to the community page right now and just start reporting these bots as hard as you can. And yeah, we'll get through them eventually. But how are you guys doing? Proud of us for selling out? Oh, thank you so much. We didn't expect this in any way. We were hoping that it was going to be successful, but we just didn't know that it was going to be this level of support from you guys. So just 100% honestly, thank you guys for being there for us and believing in what we're doing, because that does mean the world to us. It really does mean the world to know that we can venture off into something that we've never really been known to do, even though we've been working at this for like a year. Like, it's not like we're fashion icons or anything like that. We've done merch, like partnerships in the past, but we've never done something where we tried to like make something ourselves from top to bottom. So having this like kind of support is, honestly, it means the world, and I really appreciate it. So sorry, I'm just trying not to ban anyone that doesn't deserve to be banned, because there are people in here. But man, oh man, it's like they must be getting like some people from this. Some people must be convinced by this. So if you go to the community page, you know for a fact I don't do giveaways in chat like that. I don't do giveaways, period. I may do them in the future, but I don't do giveaways like that. And anytime you see that on any channel, in any way, shape, or form, you gotta just report as you go. Eventually, I hope that there's some system in YouTube that kind of makes it easier. So I'm just reporting as many as I can, and I'm going there. Yeah. You support this clothing brand fully, even though I can't afford it. Keep up the amazing work. Well, thank you so much. And that is like the eventual goal. Like we understand that, like, especially just starting out with only the two. Basically, we have a sweatshirt and a t-shirt, and we have a little different design variety from them, but we have a sweatshirt and a t-shirt. As we expand into more and more stuff, like different varieties of sweatshirts, different hoodies, pullovers, like shorts, like leggings, sweatpants, yoga pants, whatever we want to get, when we have a wider variety, we can offer a lot more at more competitive pricing. When we're doing a lot more, we can make a lot more. Does that make sense? So like the people that are willing to support us, especially at the beginning, and I'm not saying the clothes aren't worth the price they are, because oh my God, I refresh and it's just every time I refresh, it's more and more and more and more and more and more. I'm trying my best. I need your help, guys. You can report these bots. I don't know if it does any good, and I don't know if YouTube is ever actually listening to these reports, but you can do that, and it makes them go away for the time being. But yeah, just thank you guys so much for, I don't know, believing that we can do something that we're not known to do. Because if you guys know us, You guys know that we don't do anything just for a quick cash grab. We're not doing anything because we think it's going to be a cool idea and then we're going to bail on it later, or we're not going to do it to the best of our abilities. If we want to do something, we want to do it the best way possible. And we've been working at this so long with the idea in mind that we were going to do it in the best way possible that we couldn't possibly, in any way, shape, or form, not give it our 100% and not try to back it with 100% of our effort and our support and create a network that was going to also be able to support anyone that purchased from our company. So it really does mean the world, and you guys are going to see that in full, like, later on. Yeah. Cloak cloaks. Yes, cloak cloaks. Everybody wants a cloak cloak. We get it. We're definitely going to get a cloak cloak at some point. Probably next year for April Fools, but it'll actually be something that people can buy. I don't even know what, like, are you talking like a Robin Hood cloak, or are you talking like one of those fashionista cape things that I've seen around, and I own quite a few of them because I've bought them off Amazon randomly, and I just, for some reason, I have a whole bunch of those. Yeah, probably those ones. Cloak cloaks. Yeah, cloak cloaks. Anyway, give me any questions that you got. I'm here to answer, like, any questions while I slap these bots out of here. Yeah. Sweater? I mean, the hoodie is technically a sweater, but if you're looking for a pullover, yes, we are going to pretty much any kind of clothing that is comfortable and something that you want to lounge around in, we're going to do at some point. We are definitely 100% going to do. So when we get that underway, you can rest assured that we're going to do everything to the top of its ability. But it's going to be a slow effort. It takes time. Like the time scale that we have for a lot of these things are in the years. Like years down the road. We don't expect to be fully on our feet. I mean, we're going to launch. This is the pre-launch. We're going to launch next month. And then we're going to actually be fully on our feet in about 4 years. Like, this is long-term planning for this. We're not doing anything just like quickly to make a buck or to do something that's not going to be the top quality. If something is, like, and I'm not saying that we're going to be perfect 100% of the way. We're doing our best effort, but again, we're human. We're not going to be 100% perfect, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to stand by our guarantees. That doesn't mean that we're not going to stand by the quality, and that doesn't mean that we're ever going to take a shortcut to get to someplace faster than we deserve to be. Does that make sense? Like, we're going to take all of the effort possible to make sure that everything is done right. And that's a big commitment to us. But then 4 years down the road, when who knows what the internet and the whole world will be, like whatever the next big thing that comes by, we're going to make sure that we have everything in place to be the best, like, clothing brand that we could possibly be. Yeah. Cloak pajamas. Yeah, cloak pajamas is something that we're going to go. What gave you the idea to make a clothing brand? It's selfish, really. Like, honestly, it is. I talked about this yesterday, but it is kind of selfish. Because Sean and I and a few smart people were like, we want to make clothes that we want to wear. We want to make clothes that we would like to have. Like, it really was, like, when it started out, like, it's a very selfish thing. And it's something that I say when I'm talking about, like, making videos and, like, doing things that you want to do. You do it for a selfish reason. You have to. If you don't do it for a selfish reason first, you're not doing it for the right reason, because you got to do something for yourself before you can open it up to the world. And that's the same philosophy that I had when I went into my YouTube channel. It's the same philosophy that we went in with Cloak. We wanted to make clothing that we would be happy with, that we would want to wear. Not something that would be cheap, not something that wouldn't be worth the money, not something that wouldn't have the right support. When we thought about buying from a clothing company, we wanted to have an experience that was good from start to finish. We wanted to know that going into it and coming out of it, and then months down the road, you would know that the company would have your back. They're not just going to make a sale and then send you on your way and hope you come back next year. They're going to support you the whole way through. And that's what we want. And that's what we've set up. And that's something that you guys haven't even seen yet, but that's what we want. Yeah? Beanie Squad, you want beanies? Yeah. I suppose we can definitely get beanies underway at some point. Do you ever think you'll make a store or any type of pop-up shop? Yes. Store is definitely something that we're going to have down the road. But again, 4-year plan. It's not easy to make a brick and mortar store and set up the supply chain to have that done. But again, if we're going to dream big, that is something that we have on the horizon. Now, pop-up shop, that's definitely something that we want to do. And that's definitely a reason to pay attention to, like, the social media stuff on Cloak, because Sean and I, we want to do pop-ups I don't even know if I'm supposed to talk about it, but we want to do pop-ups like next year. We want to have events where we can kind of do some kind of community arrangement stuff, kind of like show Cloak for Good and like do some good in community. We have ambitious ideas. We may not execute them perfectly, but we are definitely going to do pop-up shops that you guys can come to, have fun with, and, maybe see us if we're there. And we might be there. Wink, 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 wink. Probably, maybe, probably. No guarantees, but probably. Legally binding, not guarantees. Wink, 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 wink. This is the wink wonk of like my lawyers and like anyone that's in a legal team that actually knows their way around law, going like, don't make promises you can't keep. And I'm like, with Cloak, with what we're doing, and considering the fact that it's our company, I'm like, hell yeah, I want to do these things. And for the first time in a long time, it's like, I can do these things. We can do these things. We can make this shit happen, and we can like go beyond what we just like think is possible with something. To actually have a support team that believes in what we're doing and that supports us, like that supports in what we're doing, and like actually like believes in what we believe in, and kind of like lets us take the moral reins of it and move forward with it. Like that's super cool. Cloak top hat, yeah, I definitely could see us doing with that Cloak top hat. Cloak houses. All right, I think that might be getting, if you think about it, if you extrapolate, our whole mission is like you're supposed to be able to wear Cloak inside and out of the house, but if you're lounging around and you're just like playing video games or watching movies or you're just sitting on your couch or you're on your phone in comfy clothes, I guess like that's done in a house, so I guess we should go out and make the comfiest house that we possibly could make. Cloak planes, Cloak state, Cloak virginity, Cloak desktop. I think you're just slapping Cloak onto everything, but I like the way you think. I definitely like the way you think. Cloak humans. Well, I guess if you extrapolate, it's humans that are wearing the cloak, so it's got to be something along those lines. Okay, it's too hot. You guys dance for a little bit. I'll be gone 3 seconds. I'll be right back. It's too hot in here. You guys dancing? You better be. If you're not dancing, I don't know what you're doing with life. Cloak undies. Yes, Cloak undies. That is something that we want. Lock the cloak. I don't know if you can do that, but all right. How's the spam doing? That's how it always is with this community post. I think you guys have been helping because I see a lot less than there were. Never mind. Oh, no, that's actually good. There are a lot less than there were. So thank you, everyone who's out there who's like watching this on their phone and also on their computer trying to swat these bots. I appreciate it very much. I can only do so much. Oddly enough, me, as the owner of the channel, can only do so much to fight the bots that are rampant all over my comments section. Jeez Louise. Yeah. Anyway, do you have any more questions besides just shouting out Cloak, etc. stuff on that stuff? Will there be clothing items with patterns instead of plain colors in the future? Yes. I don't know if I can show you anything just yet because, like I said, everything is a work in progress and everything's behind the scenes and stuff. But yeah, we don't just want to have just like minimalistic logos and like kind of like monochromatic stuff. We wanted to start with this, but we do want to expand into like different varieties of stuff. And we've actually got a lot of concept art and we've got a lot of like concepts like in planning phases for stuff that's more elaborate. It goes out from here. This is like the base level, kind of like just to give everyone an idea of what we want, and then it expands out from there. Like we're going to have more variety, we're going to have more colors, we're going to have more sizing, we're going to have a lot more like stuff for people to enjoy that kind of like gets out there. We wanted to start with something very base level that probably like not everyone would want. Like, again, it's just like, this is what we wanted. We wanted something that was minimal branding, something comfy, something you could like just lounge about in. But also we know that people do like brighter colors, brighter patterns. They like to show off like their taste in clothing a bit more. And we want to accommodate that as well. So we want to do that like as best we can. Do you accept fan art about Cloak? Of course we do. Submit it via email if you want. We've got a whole team reading all these emails. Like this is one thing that we definitely wanted. We didn't want communication to be completely lacking. I don't know if they work on weekends, but they definitely work, like have been working this weekend around the clock to make sure that everything has been caught up, read, like things have been categorized. We keep track of like who the people are for the first run, and we want to make sure that people who bought like during this first pre-launch are appreciated down the road. But yeah, go to the website. There's emails for submit your ideas, submit your stories, submit your stuff like that. There's let me actually check what the emails are. I believe I know it. I just want to make sure. Because I think it's story@cloakbrand.com. Yeah, here we go. So the emails are, story@cloakbrand.com and also ideas@cloakbrand.com. If you have any stories or fan art or anything like that, put that in story@cloakbrand.com, or if you have ideas for stuff that you want to see, not just in terms of like clothing design, but in terms of like what you would want out of this company, what you could see the potential in it, like definitely submit anything you want to ideas@cloakbrand.com. So go for that, because that would be good. Will Chica become a model for Cloak? If we ever do any dog clothes, yeah, we'd probably do that. Yeah. They will put up more in the future. Yeah, there will be more designs in the future. This was just the first run. And don't expect these designs. These aren't going to go away. I think these are going to be always like the base level stuff that we're always going to have in stock. There will be limited run things, XYZ, that we do down in the future, but we have no idea when or where that would be. Yeah. Have you got any word on the restock? You didn't expect to sell it this fast, but do you have an estimate? No, honestly, because we did this pre-sale because, well, okay, here's the reality of it. We had this pre-sale because we intended to launch next month. And so when we launched this pre-sale, we thought we weren't going to sell. We thought maybe we'd sell out like halfway from now to then. We had no idea we would sell out from in the first 2 days. So that is a big, also, it's good, it's also a problem, because we were hoping that, because we understand with this pre-launch and this pre-sale, there's going to be a way to the close, but we're going to try to put, we're going to try to light a fire under the asses of everybody that's, like, in charge of that department of it, but it was something that we just weren't expected. So I don't know when the restock was going to be, because we were going to have the restock after we did the actual launch, but now we're going to put plans in motion to keep like the next batch of clothing, because all of this clothing is like custom. It's not just printed. It's not something that like you take off a shelf and you print it and then you send it out its way. No, it has to be like the fabric has to be sourced. The fabric has to be cut. It has to be sewed. It has to be tons and tons of stuff. And it's just like, we're doing our best to make sure that it's all up to quality too and not rushed. So we got to like put that in. So we're going as far as we can, and we'll get those when we can. There was another question that I saw earlier. Like this cloak doesn't mean that I won't still have Markiplier merch. That's still a thing that's going to happen. I still have Markiplier merch there that is going to exist. So if you want your stuff that's like Markiplier PJs, Markiplier like Tiny Bucks Sim plushies, things with my logo on it, sweatshirts with my logo on it, that's still there. Like that is still there. That it is not changing. Like it was Sean too. Like his PMA stuff. That doesn't change. That's not going away. It's more of a factor that it was something like supplementary to it so that we could have both. Like, there's still merch, and that's, like, the difference between merch and, like, Cloak, right? Because I've got a zip-up hoodie on sale right now on my merch store that is good quality, decent stuff. Some of you may even own it, and it's $55. And that's because of the way that it's made. It's made cheaper. It's printed. It's not custom. So this stuff that we have here is all custom, high quality, good stuff. The T-shirts, really comfortable, very breathable, made of a mixture of modal. And I love modal. I've talked about modal before, actually. That was kind of me dropping hints that, like, I was looking too much into materials, like, about a year ago. But, like, my bed sheets are modal, because it's not, it's comfy. Anyway, so, sorry, that's just me geeking out about anything that has nothing to do with anything. But, like, there's still going to be merch while there is also Cloak. That doesn't change anything. Cloak is just the thing that exists separate to us because we didn't just want to make a company that slaps our name on things and then expect that to be something that people could really appreciate on its own. We want Cloak to be its own thing. Make sense? Yeah. Would you guys ever make any dog leashes or collar? Probably not. I have dog leashes and dog collars available on my merch store. It's not something that, like, we have no objective way to know how comfy a dog needs a dog collar. So we don't really know if that's going to be our area of expertise. So probably not. I would just say probably. When are you restocking? I talked about this before, but we don't know. Hopefully in the next couple weeks, because we haven't even been, we're not even going to be able to ship out the stuff because this was pre-sale. So like that's how stressful this situation kind of is. We set out to like launch, and we didn't want to be burdened with success. There is such a thing as having too much success, and right now we're in that territory, which is great. Like, it's great. Don't get me wrong, it's great. Like, and don't get me wrong, we're not completely burdened by it because there are still t-shirts available on the site that you can get, and I love these very much and I highly recommend them, but there is such a thing as being burdened with too much success. If you try to pile on something, like a lot of companies do it because they want to launch something, have a huge wait for it, they want lines because they want like all these like kind of like creating this story that is like, oh, it's so popular, but it's a bad experience. You know, it's a bad experience across the board. We don't want people to like have to like deal with the burden of so many customers, not enough employees, not enough customer service. Like it's a dissonance of the message, and it just creates this confusion, and it's not very good because it creates a bad customer experience, and that's something we're very much not about. So with this pre-sale, we sold out very quickly of the hoodies, and now we have to like sprint to catch up. But when people get it, when people get the merchandise, when people actually have it in their hand, that's a really, really magical thing. And we don't want to have a wait once we launch. We really don't. We really don't want to have people waiting for stuff after it launch. We want to have the very normal shipping times once it's actually launched. We want to be able to fulfill orders very quickly so that people aren't buying and then getting it weeks later all the time. So that's another thing that we have to do. We can't be over eager. And then once, because now we're sold out, we can't just be like, oh, we'll just open it up more and create more pre-orders. People that will buy now but wait longer, that's also a bad experience for people that are buying. It's bad customer service. It's just pure and simple bad, because then you're just creating this longer and longer wait list that people are like, well, I bought 2, they bought, but they get it in 2 weeks, I get it in 3 months. Like, that's bullshit. We don't want that either. So we have to just be very careful with it. We didn't expect it to be this successful, but then again, you guys were always overachievers. So you guys have always shown that you can exceed our expectations no matter what you do. So thank you for that. So there are still t-shirts available though. So if you want to go get those right now, those are available for pre-order. Those will be like as soon as we get this officially launched and fully launched, you should get those before Christmas. And then once it's actually launched, everything should be good. Yeah. Cloak blankets? Maybe. Yeah. Can we get retro cloak-themed shirts, Vaporwave 80s VHS? That has been a very popular thing these days. I wonder if we could... I mean, it's an aesthetic that I like as well. So I wonder if there's some way that I could do it. Will you drift away from YouTube to manage Cloak? No. Thankfully, there is a team behind Cloak that's not just Sean and I. We can focus on our stuff and support it through like our ideas and like making sure that it's up to the right quality, but we don't have to dedicate an exorbitant amount of time into Cloak. We have in the past given a lot of our own time into making sure that it was up to the right quality and stuff, and of course setting it up needs a lot more time. Getting the dedication for dedicated videos and stuff and posts like that have to take time, but it's not like it's going to detract from anything that we're doing from YouTube. We wanted to make sure there was a nice balance to it, and now that it's actually launched, it can exist on its own. Again, it's another reason why we didn't just want to slap our names onto it and be like, this is Markiplier and Jacksepticeye's Cloak Fun Time. And here's our Markiplier and Jacksepticeye Cloak Fun Time gear. Get your Markiplier and Jacksepticeye Cloak Fun Time hoodies, get your t-shirts, and everything will be hunky-dory. No. So we can actually do what we want to do and we can have our cake and eat it too. You know what I mean? Kind of like the best of both worlds thing. Yeah. Cloak varsity jackets or winter jackets? Probably not. We're going to emphasize, initially, like over the first year, we're going to have like the comfy clothes, the sweatshirts, the pullovers, the real cozy t-shirts, the sweatpants, the pajamas, some undies, like some socks, like shorts. We're going to have the comfy clothes. We're going to really, really emphasize comfortable, everyday, lounge about, just have clothes that fit you and you don't worry about it. Clothes. The comf, exactly. The comf. Boxers, cloak binders, just comf. We want comf. That's pretty much, that could have also been the name of it. Instead of cloak, it's just comf. That's really what we can. Leggings, yoga pants. We want the comf. We want all of the comf that we possibly could get. Comfy bras, probably. Not my area of expertise, but we're going to get experts in bra science. Oh, all of the comf. Oh, yeah, exactly. Snuggies. I don't think so. Probably not. I think we'd get in legal trouble if we tried to make cloak snuggies. And I don't even think people would want them. Headphones, again, that's in technology. I don't think that we're going to be able to do that. Yeah. How long have I been live for? I have no idea. Anybody know? Yeah. Any other questions? Would you actually make chest binders? It's something that we have to address. Like in yesterday's live stream, I didn't even really know what they were. I think I had some idea, but I've never even really considered that. It wouldn't be top of the priority list, and I'm not saying that that's not priority. Obviously, that's a stupid thing. It's just we have other basic stuff. We would do our underwear idea is years down the road. Boxers, briefs, bras, that's all down the road. We don't have any at all plans to do that anytime soon. So chest binders would also be way, way, way down the road. We would get pants, yoga pants, comfy, just sweatpants and stuff like that first. But I don't see why not. Why wouldn't we do it? Yeah? If it's something that people want, then why not? Stickers. What if you guys' business grows so much that you get stores in malls? That's something that you could be oh yeah, I'd love to have that. But until we get to the point, there's no point in imagining what could be. The best advice I have in pretty much anything that you ever do is to live in the now, plan for the future, live in the now. Pay attention to the now, pay attention to what's happening right now. Imagining things is good and it's fun, but unless it's actually helping you execute plans right now, it's doing nothing. So we would love to have a nationwide chain with thousands of stores and stuff like that. Why wouldn't we? But until we can get it off the ground right, until we can prove ourselves on the ground level, until we can show people what we can do at the very basic and grow slowly and grow responsibly and grow carefully, that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to get to the high stuff. Because, there's, I'm said, there's no chance, there's no guarantee that everything that we want is going to work out in the end. We have a good plan with good people and good team and people that believe in us, like you guys. But businesses fail. And I know that all the other people in Cloak are no, don't talk about us ever failing. But it's a reality that we all have to face. And the fear of that is what keeps us moving forward. We don't want to do wrong by our customers. We don't want to succeed in the wrong way. You know what I mean? We want to do this our way. We want to make clothes that we want. We want to put that out there in the world because we came up with this idea. We wanted it to be something that we could have for you. And that's why we did it. Make sense? How affordable is Cloak going to be in the long run? Do the materials last? Also, how's the shipping like? How long will it take? There's the various shipping speeds that we have right now are your basic 2-day and regular shipping. How long it lasts, we wanted to make this clothing to the best that it could be made. We didn't want it just to be something that we could have fall apart in a few washes. We didn't want the designs to fade in a few washes. When you actually see the material and when you actually see the sweatshirt, when you actually feel it, when you actually wear it, it's something that you will really, 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 really enjoy. Something that you're really going to like. It's something that I really, really like. And we've tested these out. We've stress tested these. We've worn them like crazy. I mean, this one's relatively new. I got this 2 weeks ago, and I've been wearing it pretty much every day ever since. I've washed it. I wash my clothes. Don't tell anybody that I don't wash my clothes. I wash my clothes. Yeah, but I mean, it's something that we've really, really put to the test of endurance. We've tested all the stitches. We've tested all the fits. We've washed it a million times. We went through so many iterations of just the material of how we get these goddamn designs on this goddamn sweatshirt and make sure that it doesn't fall off. And we also didn't want to be like overbearingly restrictive, like only wash this in a plastic bag with some super hypoallergenic, expensive like detergent. Like we didn't want that either, because that's inconvenient for anything or anyone. And so it's like striking the right balance, because you have to have the right balance. If you have too exotic of a material, if you have something that's like too complex, it becomes impossible to maintain, and it's like very difficult to maintain its quality over a long period of time. If you have something that's not terribly complex, it becomes like the opposite problem. It wears out, obviously, because it would. But then like having these small details, like this little print on the side, like this is on the side of the body, way out of the way, but it's just like this little nuanced detail here made of the same material that's on the front in terms of print quality. Like the same thing is on the tag. Like we got this like stitch in the back here for the tag, like right there. Not going to rub, not going to be abrasive, going to be super comfortable, and going to stay there. Not that you really care about this inside here, but like these are the details we want to think about. These are the iterations that we have, because we're like, yeah, we want this to be good shit. You know what I mean? How the F do you get your hair so floofy? I don't know. As soon as shampoo touches my hair, it just goes into a big fluff ball. I don't know why. Like I kind of avoid shampooing it just because it's super, super fluffy. Yeah, this is kind of moved off topic, but it just gets excessively fluffy, and there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah. Tank tops, do the clothes shrink when washed? I have not noticed any shrinkage. I mean, with pretty much any clothes, you'll get some shrinkage if you wash, but like nothing that I've noticed. This, I've washed once, and I haven't noticed anything, but in every other test that we've had, I haven't noticed any extreme sizing differences. I haven't noticed any sort of like extreme fraying of the material. Yeah, it's just well made. It's legitimately well made. Comfortable, cozy, super sleek design, well made. Yeah. What made the name Cloak? We have no idea. Probably Ben. Cloak wigs so I can get shook and they can fly away. We will make the comfiest wigs you've ever worn in your entire life. That's how we're gonna do it. You're gonna purchase one of them hoodies when it's back in stock? I don't know when that's going to be. I have no solid answer about that whatsoever. Oh, I haven't been fighting the bots. Oh God, the bots. Are they back? Are the bots back? The bots are gone. Wow, you guys really did it. Wow. Good job, guys. You guys really took care of the bots. I don't see any more bots now. They gave up. Hey, we won! We won the bot war! Woohoo! Woo! Cloak shirts with cleavage. Sorry, I like to show off my boobs. That's fine too. Like, I don't have any specific plans for it, because, again, me and Sean were both guys with no boobs. Am I light doing that, or is that just the camera doing that? Is that... Why is that doing that? Eh, whatever. Like, I don't have boobs. Cloak 1, bots 0. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But, you know, these are things that you got to submit to the ideas. Because there's perspectives on a lot of things. There's ideas. There's requirements that I could never even hope to dream of. Like, I don't think of these things because it's just not who I am. But that's why we need your help to get input on this. You can submit emails to ideas@cloakbrand.com, or submit your fan art, whatever have you, anything else, stories, like why you like it. Like, once you get it, show us pictures of you wearing it. We want to use them, like, so that people can see real people wearing them for sizing benefits. And you can send that to story at cloakbrand.com. Yeah, so it's story at cloakbrand.com, and it's ideas plural at cloakbrand.com. Anybody at Cloak reading this, watching this right now, I want to say that's a little confusing. Why is one singular and the other plural? See, that's going to get confusing. If someone was trying to remember that, then they would know. I would submit an email to stories at cloakbrand.com, and ideas, you'd submit it to maybe idea at cloakbrand.com, and it would go to the wrong place. You got to fix that. What if I told you? This is the shit you got to think about, huh? You got to think about, you're going to make one plural, one not? Make it either idea at cloakbrand.com or make it stories at cloakbrand.com. One plural, one singular. Were you crazy? I thought this was higher standards. I thought that we were Cloak here. I thought that we reached higher, beyond what we had. Listen, Ben, I think this is your fault. I'm going to go ahead and blame... I've been meaning to actually say this for a long time. If you guys have heard, Ben's also like the brain behind all of this, kind of like really the driving force behind the business side of it. Ben, you fucked up. Ben, you really, really messed up here. One's singular, one's plural. What's the deal? Doesn't make any sense to me. Tell us your story. Share your ideas. Share your idea. Idea at cloakbrand.com. Idea at story at cloakbrand.com. Sorry you guys had to see that. Sorry you guys. I thought I was a bigger part of this. I thought I had say. I thought I had sway. Apparently I don't. How dare you? Anyway, I don't know. I'm kind of like a meticulous douche about details like that, because I legitimately, like, that's actually a legitimate complaint I'd have, because that's like just like I think of weird things that people might like get confused about, and there's really no problem with that. That's not an issue for anybody in the world. But I just like, I'm very, very meticulous about certain things, whereas I'm lazy as shit about other things. So like having one be singular and one be plural, that does irk me. I don't have OCD, but that irks me. It does. That really irks me, because I can totally see somebody be like, I have an idea. I'm going to submit it to idea at cloakbrand.com. And then it'd never get to the right place. You know what I mean? Or I've got some stories to tell. I'm going to submit it to stories at cloakbrand.com. And they'd never get to the right place. That's what I think. See, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. Anyway, you guys got any actual questions without me rambling like an idiot? You guys got anything like that? Cloak jewelry? Probably not. I don't think that's on the horizon anytime soon. Yeah. Thank you for all that you do, especially with your busy schedule. You just gotta make time. Oh, joggers. Yeah, we would like that. Backpacks. Yeah. What's with this filter? I don't know. I saw a filter. I thought it was kind of cool. I don't know. I guess I'll turn it off. That better? Anyway, yeah. Will you make colors that are bright? Oh yeah. We do want that in the future. It's not all going to be monochromatic, but it will be better soon. Will it leak in the wash? Absolutely not. Hamilton soundtrack? I've never watched Hamilton. Who manages this Insta account? Some of the other members of the Cloak team. I pop on every once in a while to make sure they're not being dumb about things. You know how it is. Social media magnet over here. We will have more sizes. Extra small is also a size that we're going to have. We want to go up to, at least in the next run, we want 4XL, and then we want eventually to push it all the way up to 5XL. But again, it's hard to sizes of that. That's why so many companies are like, or so many people that need those sizes are like, I can never get my size, because it's difficult, but we want to do it. Just because it's difficult doesn't mean that it shouldn't be done. Yeah. The prices will change over time, obviously. If things change depending on like supply, ability, like to get things, negotiating prices, there's a whole business side of the thing to make prices go up and down. But yeah, prices will change. For the time being, this is what it is, but in the future, definitely. We'll get things going. Yeah. Please explain how the hoodie is worth $80. Absolutely. Number one, very, very high quality. I'm not lying in any way, shape, or form. It's easy to say that. I was talking about on the stream before, it's easy to say that, but there's a lot of thought that goes into this. It's a custom fabric, custom sew, custom cut, custom everything about this is custom. Everything is thought out, from the end caps of the string thing to be dipped in plastic so that they don't like ever like fall apart. You don't lose this. It doesn't get pulled back into this, making sure these are the right material and the right diameter to make sure that these don't go in. That's all basic stuff that you get from pretty much anything, but also just the way it lays on the body, the way it's cut. It's not an athletic fit. The material needs to be right, so it's good stuff. And also, this is the beginning. This is the beginning of our business. Not only do you get things on the purchasing side, but this comes with customer service behind it. It comes with like this guarantee that you're going to be taken care of no matter what you need. If you ever have a problem, we're here to solve it. We're not just going to send you off with the product and wish you a happy day. We want to make sure that everything is good from start to finish. That's why it's worth $80. And also, comparatively to the quality that we have on these sweatshirts here, we've done plenty of comparisons to others. This is definitely, I'd say, better value than anything else that could be of comparable quality to this one. This is definitely better. I'm happy, and I stand by like the prices that we got. And as much as I would like to say that like in the next batch we're going to be able to drop the prices, because very likely we won't. I hope we can. Like I want to. We push for the prices as far down as we can, but this is the best value that we can make it. And I've also said this before too, but Sean and I can't speak for Sean. I can speak for Sean. Yeah, Sean and I basically agreed that we're not going to be taking any profit from this for a long time. We want to make sure that every penny we possibly can gets put back into the company so that it can help it make more stuff, make better stuff. So very clearly, we're not doing this to make a few extra bucks per hoodie. We're making this and we're building this way because this is not merch. This is not stuff that you can just get off a shelf and print out a pattern on. This is good shit. This is good shit that's going to last you a long time. This is good shit that you can wear anytime, any place, and it's going to look good while you wear it. That's why. Sean is busy with his tour, so I don't know if he's going to be able to stream, but I actually have to get out of here now. So I hope I answered a whole bunch more questions for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and go to cloakbrand.com because we are pretty much out of hoodies, but there are still t-shirts available to purchase. So go to cloakbrand.com, check out the stuff, submit your story, and submit your ideas at story@cloakbrand.com and ideas@cloakbrand.com. So thank you everybody so much. You take care. Follow Cloakbrand on all the social media to get an idea of when things are coming out and where they're going to be coming out. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye, guys. Bye.